We're here with a 1 versus 1 between Threads and Ryuzaki. This game has been sent to me by one of these guys. I won't tell you who. Here we've got Ryuzaki as Egyptians and Threads as Germans. Just looking at the nations, I would say, well, both these nations are pretty good. There's a particular like if both of them are very close to each other, I would clearly say Germans are the better nation. Just because they are so good in the beginning. They have one of the fastest starts for any nation. So yeah, the Germans are going to be pretty good for a close range battle. But looks like these guys are far apart, so Egyptians can show their magic as well. Egyptians are one of the best boomers in the game if they can get early wonders. But remember, only if they get early wonders. Else, Germans are just as strong. In fact, Germans are stronger uh, against Egyptians if none of them get any wonders. So yeah, Ryuzaki must get at least a Colossus Hanging Gardens in order to get his edge. And just right now I'm here, look at those rare resources. Papyrus, dye, silver. This cannot get any better for Ryuzaki. I mean, perfect for booming. Yeah, I would love to get such rare resources in a game. Then on his backside he's got horses and wool. Both horses are going to be great for Egyptians. If you don't know, Egyptians are the only nation that has got two special cavalry units. They've got a ranged cavalry and a light cavalry. So yeah, horse is going to be perfect for them. Then he's also got wool. Wool is really good for creating villagers. You have cheaper villagers and they are produced faster. It's very useful. Like the moment you can get it, it's always a useful rare. But the maximum value out of this rare can be perceived if you get it around right before getting to classical age, because when you go to classical age you're going to be making a lot of villagers for you're going to be making a lot of villagers for your metal mines, to get your eco up to 150 if you go senator and all that. Coming to threads here, so yeah, by the way, Ryuzaki also has tobacco close to him, and tobacco is of course awesome because it allows him to construct wonders faster. It's a great combo with Germans, but yeah, I wouldn't say Ryuzaki is close to it. Actually, Threads has a better chance to get hold of tobacco than Ryuzaki just because of the terrain. Ryuzaki cannot build here. He'll have to build either this side or that side, so he won't be able to control tobacco. While Threads is easily going to control tobacco. For Threads, he's got Bison. Bison is a good rare, of course, because with Bison, Threads can even skip the second civic right now. He can directly go for commerce and military while enjoying the complete 100 food economy. And cotton is amazing as well. Cotton is one of the underrated rares in this game because people don't realize it's not just many wood. What it gives. It gives you faster production time. So in a game where both you and your opponents are evenly matched and you're both pumping out units, this cotton can make all the difference in the world. Now one thing I would like to point out about Thras, he is scouting with 5 villagers, and in a 1 versus 1 this is the right way to do it. In fact, even 7 villagers for 1 versus 1 is not a bad idea, because you don't have anybody else scouting for you. It's just you. There are no teammates, so you can have strategically placed villagers. Make sure you cover all the map, and you're going to end up with more ruins, and you're also going to find more rare resources. And those, in fact, I mean, in the end, those scouting villages are going to come back to you and help you in woodcutting and farms. So if you can afford, if you can do really well scouting, then of course go for as many villagers as possible. So that's a scouting with 1 more villager than Ryuzaki, and let's see. Well, Ryuzaki still got more ruins, so you can call it luck or you can call it the good scouting. But yeah, Ryuzaki just got 2 more ruins. Let's see. Yep, that puts him way ahead of Drats. So let me also introduce these players Ruzaki, well, Ruzaki is, I would say, he's a relatively newcomer compared to Drats. Ruzaki has shown excellent skill in the Nomadium tournament. Unfortunately, his team couldn't make it to the semifinals, but they gave PLA a very hard time. PLA almost lost to them in the quarterfinals. And remember, PLA is that team that almost beat Forvali in the semifinals. So you can see the caliber of AZ's team and Ruzaki especially. Ruzaki did really well for there, and I have really good respect for him. As a nomader, he's amazing. On the other side, Drads is one of the oldest Rise of Nations players. Yes, he has been. He was there. He was a great nomader the time when I started playing this game. So, and I started it back in 2008. So it's been more than 10 years that I've been playing this, and Draz was playing even before that. And Draz is known for his one versus one games. He would always try to get somebody to play with one versus one with him. But the best part about Draz, and a lot of people may agree, is that he does not hesitate to play anybody. He won't hesitate playing you just because you are better than him. He will still play you. Alright, so coming back to this, yeah, uh, Draz does not know about the silver and Pappy, and unfortunately, Rizaki doesn't know about the silver either. Now look at that. Draz is close to 80. He has got an 85 food income, which is better than what Ruzaki has, and Ruzaki has Egyptians. Well, again, Egyptians is also another nation which can max out 100 food eco without the second city. In fact, one of the best nations to get 100 food eco without the second city is Egyptians, because they don't need any extra rares. They are self-sufficient. Very lucky for Ruzaki that he found out about the raid just in time. And Ruzaki has been lucky with rare resources, I mean ruins as well. Well, now the difference is closing in. But anyway, oh, Ruzaki left that. Okay, so now Drats and Ruzaki both have the same rares. Now this might not be the best decision right here, but maybe it's too early. It's too early. Hey Prolays, how are you doing, man? Yeah, I wasn't going to be up right now, but I have some time today, so I'm going to narrate this game, and that'll be all. So Rozaki is getting a wonder right here, despite knowing that Draz is on the offense. He does have a barracks, but he does not have the wealth to make archers. And that's very ballsy move by Draz. I don't know if Draz knows about. Yeah, Draz knows that there are barracks here. He's still going on with that offense. That's literally suicide. If Rizaki had archers coming from these would be dead. Lucky for him, there are no archers. But seriously, this was a very doubtful move by Rozaki. In my opinion, he should have first fended off this trade and then started with the Colossus, because right now he's way behind. Look at that. His food is, he's spending a lot of manpower on this. His food is suffering here. Meanwhile, Draz being the German player, of course, Draz is doing really well here. He's got a full 100. That's the kind of villager you should be. A brave German villager fighting Slinger's ball by himself. Oh man. Somebody just threw a stone at him. Yeah. Good thing for Uzaki is that he knows about the two rares that Draz has. And for Draz also knows all the rares. He even is using gems there. So a very interesting move right now would be to get a second city here. just to get that extra border push. I mean, getting Dai and additional city, that will be amazing. That will really piss Ruzaki off, or at least put them in a defensive position. Hey Prolace, in the chats. Yes, I may be actually I may be streaming tomorrow. Yeah, it's possible. It's Wednesday, right? So we could do some 2 versus 2, and let's plan something. It'll be fun. And yeah, you're right. Getting the Colossus to cripple your eco, that's not the best idea. And while right now Ruzaki has the power of Colossus, he has some extra wealth, but the German player is not far behind. And Ruzaki has taken a big blow there. Look at that. He doesn't have a science. He doesn't have a civic. He's still not aged up compared to Thrads, who is going to get senator very soon. And Thrads is using gems right here, and I won't mind if he uses this horse as well. Yeah, if Ruzaki loses this game, this right here, yeah, would be one of the biggest reasons. If he loses the game in medieval age, if this game goes on for long, then Ruzaki is can possibly recover from this loss. Another good idea would be to get a granary here. Since he's Egyptian, he can put a granary, and that'll boost his food ego much. Yeah, I would love to see a merchant on die so that he can go next civic. That'll be great. Yeah, prolays at the usual time. That'll be around 6 p.m. 6 or let's say 10 p.m. UTC London time. But I'm not sure. I'll let you know tomorrow. I have some work. If I get free before like at the right time, I may be streaming tomorrow. Or we can act. Oh no, we can't. I can't stream in the morning. I can stream in the night. So yeah, that will be at 10 p.m. UTC, if at all. I have to go to work at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, so I'm going to sleep very early today, and I can't stream in the morning. Damn it. That's a nice city placement. I just want to see if oh yeah, that is the only place he could put a city. So this river and trees are not working for him so much. And that's also a disadvantage of getting wonder early while leaving yourself vulnerable. So if you're watching this, you know that Rizaki is playing very defensively. He does not have the control over the game because suddenly um, all of that, all of those intense initial raids by Drats have just made him more powerful. Now Drats is so confident right now. He knows that Ruzaki is on a back foot. There's not much he can do at this point. So all these things sometimes make you wonder: is it worth getting the wonder and leaving yourself vulnerable in the initial game? I mean, look at that. Despite the wonder, Ruzaki is still falling behind in all the aspects. He has less wealth, knowledge, metal, wood, and food. Oops, that one gonna die. And look at that, Drad is going for some raids. Oh man, that's nice. I want to see how is Rizaki going to retaliate with this one. Rizaki desperately needs militia, and what else he needs is he needs some bribes. And Rizaki is yeah, he might be losing the senator. He forgot about these units. He's bringing in militia, but he is not bringing these units. This can be GG right now. And here's something I learned. Actually, I learned this from Surge, that bringing militia for offense is actually a really good idea. If Drats could bring in his militia and attack the city, that this is over right now. There is no more game. Finally, these guys will do something. And I just realized that Rizaki doesn't have a caravan. He's making a lot of mistakes at this point. Another advice that I would want to give to Rizaki is to get these arch bowmen upgraded, because he has 4 of these. He has got Colossus. He has got the perfect blend of resources to get to spam archers and not lose a senator. So far, Drats has got 2 times, yeah, 200 wealth just because of assassinating the enemy senator. Now there is Rizaki. Rizaki is now getting back in the game. I would really like him to get this caravan, because right now all his wealth income is because of this Colossus. There's nothing else that's providing him wealth. And look at that, Drats is going to be aging. And this is a big mistake here that Drats doing. He has 3 queues in the barracks and nothing in this barrack. Yeah, this could easily cause him to lose an evenly matched game. Right now he is a little relaxed because Rizaki is stressed out. Rizaki is not in a very favorable position. But if he was, this could cost Drats the game. And there is a second city. It's in a. I really like the positioning of the city. It's perfectly safe, and it's not. I mean, this route is also going to protect the caravans. And yeah, look at that. Razaki has the bowman upgraded to archers. I still call them archers, though, even if they're not upgraded. It's just easier to remember. Alright, now Rizaki is getting a little back in the game. Now he needs to focus on his knowledge income. And even get a city. Getting a city would be good. I think the second military tells me he is going for a siege workshop. They both have even armies. I won't say any one of them has a bigger army than the other. A big mistake by Hirosaki would also be to not use wool and gems, because, or at least find out what there is in the gems, because looking at this border push, it's very obvious. Like, I mean, this guy right here has temple, still Drats is pushing him so much that can only mean one thing. Oh, that's great, that's great. Hirosaki is going to trap him right here. But that tower is going to be deterrent, so he's coming back. I would also like to argue about the positioning of this university. This university is in front. I would never suggest anybody to build economic buildings in front of your city. It just makes them so more vulnerable. So imagine this city being attacked and he loses the city. Suddenly all these scholars from this university are trying to run away, but they get massacred by the army. Or this university could just get sieged out. So there are a lot of reasons why it's not a good idea to have your economic buildings in the front. You could have your military buildings in the front. In fact, it's a good idea to have military buildings in front, so that sending reinforcements is much easier. Well, I won't comment if that was a good idea or not. Drats did end up sacrificing a lot of his army. He did dent Ruzaki's eco as well, though. It's not the worst idea. And Draz is aging as well. So I can completely understand what Draz is feeling right now. He has no worries. He does not even he doesn't think that Ruzaki is going to attack him. I mean, look at his gameplay. He doesn't have a lookout here. His capital is right in front. No lookout here as well. He's building a woodcutter camp so close that he's almost asking for to be raided. In such a position, it's for Draz, a good idea would be either to finish him early, which I think he could have done a lot earlier, but he's just being lazy at this point. Or if he's not finishing him early, he should also get a wonder so that he can be back in the race. Not to say that Draz is behind or anything, but he could just use this opportunity. He has the power of I would say the power of being completely carefree. He knows he's not going to be attacked, so he should use this opportunity to get himself some wonders, even 2 wonders if he has to. Because Colossus in the late game, that's not good, especially when you don't have any wonders for yourself. Good for Draz. Ruzaki doesn't have a third city, so his wealth income is still limited. He's not getting a lot of wealth, therefore his knowledge is not a lot. Draz is leading in knowledge. Actually, Draz has almost everything more than Ruzaki here, except the wealth. Alright, this could be it. If Draz can successfully pull through this attack, that can end the game. And now, if you're looking at this, look at this. This is a great way to micro your army. He has everybody. He has bulk of his army as archers, and he has put them on stand ground. So stand ground means nobody's going to move anywhere, and all he needs to do is just wait here for any cavalry to come approach him, and he's got these pikemen who can attack him. Alright, finally we're looking at a wonder from Draz. Draz has also got the second commerce, so the game's going to get more interesting for him. And pyramids here for Ruzaki. I really like pyramids, but I would like to see Ruzaki get the commerce as well. I mean, he's doing great. It would just be great to see some knowledge spam. Yeah, look at that. Finally, he is getting scholars. And when you are making army, or you should always try to check out what your opponent has. So Draz cannot see what Ruzaki has, but Ruzaki can see what Draz has, and this is a great insight. When you know what your opponent has, you can create your units just to be able to counter him. So look at this. Draz has all the heavy infantry. Like, he has 7 in heavy infantry, I think, there, and so like more than half of his real army minus siege is heavy infantry. So this army right here is perfect for countering that. He has 7 archers, so it's going to be very easy. Even if these armies are equal in number, Ruzaki is going to win this battle. So you should always find out what your opponent has and try to make counter units of that. And never commit to a single type of units. That's a mistake a lot even the best players make. They forget about counter units. They just try to spam only heavy cavalry or or just archers, because those are some of the strong units. But even if they're strong, a good army composition, a good countering army composition can beat them. So look at that. Here Rizaki has decided to get the science 3 instead of commerce, and he is getting the literacy upgrade. So that's great for him. But he should know, Rizaki should know that now Thrads has the Hanging Gardens. So Hanging Gardens provides you enough knowledge that's equal to a single library with literacy. So after this literacy, it's going to be producing 49 compared to just 49 by this wonder. So by building a hanging garden, it's like you have your own library with literacy upgrade done. So in order to counter this, Draj really needs to get his own city and get an extra library. He needs to spam scholars here. The best part about Colossus is that you get so much wealth and the extra population limit, just what you need to spam scholars. And that pyramid is also great for him because he can get another small city and another. And okay, great thing about scholars is that once they're there, they're just it. That's it. You just make scholars, and you don't have to worry about them unless, of course, they're being graded. But that's a permanent investment that continuously gives you knowledge. So if you can afford it, try to get as many scholars in your library, in your universities as soon as possible. Yeah, that is taking too long. I wonder. Yeah, he's even got a tactics upgrade here. Still evenly matched, but look at Dhrat's army composition. It's half, more than half of it is the heavy infantry. For some reason, Dhrat has decided to recede. It's going to be very difficult for Dhrat to attack anywhere from any other place because of the mountains and trees. This is the perfect place for Dhrat to attack. And look at that, thanks to the literacy upgrade, Dhrat and Rozaki have almost similar knowledge incomes. I wonder what Dhrat is doing right here. And as pointed out by Prolays here, yes, looking at Rozaki's rares, look at the rares from Rozaki. Pappy, Silver and Dye, even Wool here. Yeah, that's great rares for booming. If I was the Rats, I would like to finish this game as soon as possible. And there we got Jovan in the chat. He says if Rozaki loses this, I won't talk to him again. I won't know him. And I hope Rozaki wins this and keeps his friendship. This might be the worst decision in the history of Rise of Nation. What is the Rats trying to do? Rozaki has got an amazing eco right now. He is almost surpassing the Rats except for military, except for metal. So I don't know if this army is going to make much difference, but I am pretty sure this army is going to get massacred. There is no way Drats can take the city. Oh, nice. He is aiming for the Colossus. That's a great idea. Now I would say that's totally worth it. Even if Drats ends up losing his army, that's completely worth it. Oh my god. Rozaki needs to get the temple upgrade, so oh no, it only works on cities. Actually, he needs the upgrade on what's Drat doing? He suddenly stopped focusing on Colossus. Yeah, get the Colossus. Holy shit. There goes the Colossus. Uh, that's amazing play by Drat. I have to give it to him. I was not expecting that kind of attack. Rozaki has just lost the Colossus, like the best wonder that he had out of the two wonders. Now he's only left with pyramids. Pyramids is not much by himself itself, and especially now he doesn't have the extra. He doesn't have the extra population cap, so it's going to be trouble for him. But good for him, he still has the extra knowledge boost. So while he had the Colossus, he had excess wealth, which he has invested in these scholars. So he's still not, I wouldn't say he's out of the game, he's going to be a little at back foot. A learning point for anybody: always create lookouts and places where you expect your opponent to sneak in. Oh, did I miss diamonds for Drats? Okay, Drats has got diamonds, bison, cotton. I would say they are really good rare resources as well. I won't undermine them. Compared to papyrus dye and silver, it's very difficult to pick one of these. While while all these three rares provide you with cheaper researches, remember these provide you with continuous benefits. Diamonds and cotton are like continuous benefits for you. You don't have to depend on a particular time point where you are ready to research. It's just always there. And Ruzaki is getting fired up. He's like, I have to take revenge on him. How dare you destroy my Colossus? And this may not be the best time. Oh yeah, Ruzaki needs cavalry. Look at that. There's no heavy infantry now. It's all archers and javelineers. Yeah, another thing that Ruzaki is missing, a very big deal. He does not have the armor. There is no way he can fight an army that's equal in size without armor. Ruzaki is missing one scholar, while on this side Thrads is missing two scholars on this. Yeah, these two scholars, yeah, they do make a difference. If you think it's fine, well, they can make all the difference in the world. They can, if you age a minute later than your opponent, that could end up with you being defeated. So yeah, if and Drats can probably afford it. He can just sell some food and get those scholars. Not a big deal. Now I don't know what's up with Rozaki's wood income, why he is not working on it. Finally, he is getting a castle though, and he is going to age sooner than Thrads. So this is also a learning opportunity for anybody. If you are in a medieval age, you should try to find the first opportunity you can get to build the castle, so that your and another thing Ruzaki could do is garrison one of the infantry inside the city, so that the city also becomes a unit that's continuously firing. Now, a great counter in such cases is to get your enemy to your territory, try not to lose your city, and try to snipe his supply wagon when you have attrition. That can turn the game around completely if you do it right. Now look at that, Ruzaki did age a little bit before that, and it's just that Ruzaki, and because of that benefit, now Ruzaki is the one who is going to start sieging first. He'll have his units upgraded before Thrads. So this is something I was talking about. You need to have to maximize your knowledge income wherever possible, so that you're not behind your enemy when it comes to aging. They both have nice armies, and Ruzaki is finally getting the tactics. Now thanks to this fourth city and the Colossus that Ruzaki had before, the gap in the knowledge has been filled up. So if you guys are watching this, let me ask you, if you had to pick one of these rare resources, well, a set of rare resources, silver, dye, pappy, and horses, versus tobacco, diamonds, bison, cotton, well, gems, yeah. So which set of rare resources would you pick? I think I would go for this set that Drats has here, just because I really like cotton, and I love to have the extra gold, like wealth from diamonds and tobacco. And a good idea by Ruzaki, he has two scouts in his army. It's a very good, would be a very good idea to upgrade those scouts as well, because it looks like Drats is ready to spy. He's ready to bribe. He's got 4 spies here. An amazing move by Rozaki here. Look at that. And well, that's after age 2. This Peppy really starts to shine, because as the researches become expensive, the advantage, the discount you get on these also becomes bigger. So he's got a science level 4. He's getting the printing press upgrade. And he's also getting the next military. That means he's going to have the operations upgrade coming in very soon. On this side, Draz is spending more on military. He has got the monarchy upgrade. He's got a big army and those spies. Now, the reason why I'm repeatedly mentioning spies is because they can completely change the game. So Prolay says that for a long game he would go for the for Ruzaki's rares, and yeah, I do agree. For a long game, these rare resources do look good. I think Drats had an opportunity to kill Rozaki way early in the game. He could have ended it by now, but he was just lazy. Or I would say he'd not use his the best of his whatever he did not do his best there. This city could have easily been taken out initially. Look at that. That printing press upgrade is a massive upgrade. It's so each scholar now produces 10 knowledge. So that's 70 coming from each scholar. That's 249 versus 332. That's a difference of 80 knowledge. That's enough. That's enough to throw off the balance of the game. That is getting the next military as well, conscription right here. Meanwhile, Ruzaki here has got the operations. He's also got the monarchy. So I would say Ruzaki still has a considerable advantage here. All he needs to take care of is not to get bribed, and I think he is in a good condition to win this game. I would like to see Ruzaki age up to enlightenment and finish this game, because it's going to be the best case for him. Thrax is nowhere close to getting the science 4. Looking at what Thrax is doing here, I would say Thrax is committed to ending this game before it goes to enlightenment. Ruzaki is also building Forbidden City here. Forbidden City is going to provide him with extra space to make another university, and more scholars. In such a condition, I would like to see Drats attack from the front, because going from this side is not the best. Yeah, it's not the best idea. Just because of this river. This river could help Drats as well, but this small choke point is going to make it difficult for Drats to get some reinforcement. We got HNZ88 in the chat. Hey man, how are you doing? Yep, I won't say who I'm rooting for, because I am supposed to be unbiased. But yeah, it looks like you're really excited for Ruzaki, so let's see if he can make this. He is leading. He is easily leading in knowledge. And look at that. This is the last research he needs before he can go to enlightenment. Plus, he has got silver as well. Ruzaki just saw that there was spy here. This should be a clear indication to get explorer, and he is getting explorer. I really like how Ruzaki is playing this. He has made a lot of mistakes in this game, but he's doing really good at this point. I am not sure how good that an idea is, because that leaves threads with very limited possibility for reinforcement. While Rosaki right here, he can make barrack. Oh, look at that. That's a lot of spies. That's a lot of spies from Drats. I don't know how many of those are going to be able to make something out of it. I heard two sounds for. No, I don't think Drats was able to bribe anything. Amazing. And Duzaki has got his militia as well. This is really good because you don't want to leave any possibility that your opponent gets your capital. If Drats gets this capital, it's over for Duzaki because that's a lot of plunder. That is nowhere near enlightenment age. Look at that. Yeah, I really doubt this. Now, there is a problem. The problem is that Rozaki's units are too far away from the capital. They need to move closer to the capital. He'll lose this city just because his units are not close enough. Now, when Drats knows that the city is already reduced, he should try focusing on other things like the barrack or just the library. This is the second time Drats has tried to attack the city. Oh man. I can't believe he's going to be able to take his cannons back. I thought he should have been dead there. I don't know what kind of micro he pulled through, but that's great. He, the best part is that he survived. He managed to save his bombards because these are expensive. You would never want to lose your cannons. And cannons are a great way to actually attack. Yeah, if you have a swarm of army at some places, especially when there's entrenchment, you can use your cannons to attack a big army and yeah, just cause some splash damage to the army, because if they're entrenched, they're not going to be moving, and not a lot of players use that. So just a tip for anybody who's new or maybe inter. Look at this peaceful knight from Ruzaki. He is guarding. I don't know what he's guarding. He's definitely not taking this merchant. Oh yeah, just notice that Ruzaki has 4 explorers. He is overcautious. Finally, it's like Drats sent a heavy knight to wake him up because he was almost asleep. And Ruzaki, are you going to bribe this or not? What are you doing? I'm still waiting for a bribe coming from Ruzaki. This is weird. Are they going to just die? Oh man, it survives. It should have been done a little earlier. Yeah, Ruzaki would have saved that guy and killed the merchant. What's sad? Anyway, Ruzaki is getting more wonders. Terracotta army. Yes, terracotta is definitely the wonder to go with. Now Ruzaki is taking too long here. He needs to get the click on this enlightenment age as soon as possible. If I look at the army sizes, well, they're close. Drats has a bigger army though. Drats desperately needs the Ruzaki needs to get the enlightenment age. It's also strange that Ruzaki doesn't have any towers here, considering how many times Drats has attacked the city. Yeah, if I was Ruzaki, I would have at least 3 towers behind this, probably a tower here as well. Finally, Ruzaki has clicked up on the aging button. Now, Ruzaki needs to attack him on this city or that city the moment he ages. He has to do that, else they both are going to be in enlightenment age. And this is the third time Drats is doing that. Oh man. But now Ruzaki has learned his lesson. He has an observation post. He knows where he's coming from. Oh my, I think he's going for that city instead. And he may actually take that city because it's still small. All right. Is he going to do that? Okay, he is going for Terracotta Army. I think Draz is just now killing wonders that Rizaki has. This is amazing. I can't believe this. This is the second time Draz is going to take out a wonder from Ruzaki. Okay, what, why did he stop? Why did he stop? I want to see some wonder smashing. Yeah, just get the wonder. Just get the wonder. What is this? What are you doing, Draz? You sent your army all the way here just to like throw some shells on this pyramid and not destroy it. This is a waste of your time. Or I think just he's just giving Ruzaki some time to age, or what is going on here? This is like this is hide and seek in Ruzaki's. This pyramid would have been down by now. Oh my god, I can't believe Dratch is going to run away. Dratch snuck in from the back of the base, and he's going to make it back to his base right from the center. This is this is this is insane. Oh my god, Dratch is just running around his territory, and there's nothing Ruzaki can do at this point. Ruzaki is losing villagers. He has lost. Oh man. I don't know what was that. What was he trying to do? He could have got the wonder, but he didn't do that either. But it did work, right? In the end, Ruzaki is not attacking him. Ruzaki is actually defending. While Thrash just clicked up the Enlightenment Age button. And look at that, a lot of scouts, a lot of spies. And 4 cannons. Ruzaki needs to remember that he still needs to make up his wood metal income. He's not making any villages for this mine or that mine. Yeah, he will realize this very soon when he can't make any more heavy cavalries. It's like, where's my metal? Oh, he raided that. I remember now. Another important thing that a lot of people miss out on is these rares that show up in Gunpowder Age. I think Sulfur is the only rare that shows up in Gunpowder Age, and it's very good. Look at that, cheaper siege and that metal and wealth. Nice. Ruzaki finally somebody takes a city. Now, did that hurt Thrash? Yeah, it did hurt Thrash, but not a lot. Yeah, he's still around 200 of everything. So I won't say it's a game-changing point right now. Thrash might still be able to take it back if he does have the army. He does have the army to take it back. He just needs to upgrade. And if I was Yeah, Ruzaki is finally getting his metal income back as well. Ruzaki, yeah, it looks like Ruzaki might win this game. Now, what I would like from Ruzaki is to assemble his army. Like that's a lot of spreading. He doesn't need to spread his army that much. He might lose this. No, 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 Ru, move them, move them. These are not doing anything. Ruzaki lost so many units there. These are not doing anything. This is not the kind of formation you want to use when. Oh my God, Ruzaki lost just because of some. He is going to lose this. He's going to lose this battle just because of some stupid mistake. He's not even using his spy, is it? Oh yeah, finally. Some spies coming, but they're going to die. Oh, both the spies are dead. Great job by Thrash. Look at that. That formation that cost him the battle. Ruzaki would have easily won that one. Now, I would love Ruzaki to start spamming scholars on this one as well because this clearly. Oh, why did he go from military level 6? Probably for the extra. Yeah, for the extra population limit. Now, Drats is getting Versailles here. Versailles is one of the best wonders you can get in this game. Yeah, and Enlightenment Age. Remember, Versailles gives you so many things. It gives you um, so non-library costs are 50% cheaper, and your wagons or your anything that provides a supply, like your monarch, it gives you healing benefits. That's like getting the French benefit through a wonder, and healing is awesome. Especially in this case, just imagine if right now Dratz is just sitting here, he has these half wounded units. If there was healing, they would all be full health very soon. That's probably forgot these units. Yeah, these are some mistakes that you cannot afford in games. Well, he is affording these mistakes for this time, but maybe if it was somebody at like really good, he would regret not sending these units anywhere. So let's see where he is going with these units. He is sending them to a raid, but Ruzaki is going to see this. There's still a lot of difference in the knowledge production. I think Drats has not recovered yet because his wood and metal are still messed up. Oh, nice raids for Thrash here. And looking at what Thrash has done all this time, I bet Ruzaki is thinking that Thrash is back again at this place. And I also wonder why Thrash is not sieging these buildings. They're easy targets. Thrash doesn't even need to move. He can just have his army right here and siege them. Some great raids by Drach here. So he took out everything that was in this mine. And raids are a great way to distract your opponent. So Draz was trying to recover here, but he did not want Ruzaki to have some free time. So instead of all in this game, I just noticed he has never raided the cotton bison. He tried to raid gems, but that guy was just sitting there. The heavy cavalry from um, Ruzaki was just sitting there. It did not make any difference. So Thrash has been using gems the whole game, and he's also using sulfur now. Looking at the research here, it looks like Threats is going to be the one reaching the next stage. I mean, Ruzaki will be reaching the next stage sooner. Ruzaki should get this scientific method. Looking at his inventory, was he aiming to get that or no? Yeah, he should get this scientific method. That would so scholars produce 15 knowledge. That's the highest boost that you have so far. So initially scholars start with 5 knowledge per scholar, then they go for 7, then 10, and then 15. So 10 to 15 is a 50% bonus. And Ruzaki is doing this again. Yeah, if Ruzaki is watching this, I need to tell him he needs to stop aligning the army. It ruined the game for him when he was taking this city right here, and it can ruin the game for him again. He needs to have some different formation. This is not line formation is not good for when the army is so big. It spreads out the army and it loses, and there is no good front to fight. And look at that, Ruzaki. So Draz always focuses on a particular part while Ruzaki has to run to one of the sides. And I wonder if Ruzaki is going to lose this again. Looking at the army sizes, I think Draz has a weaker army here. So ideally, yeah, Ruzaki should be winning this. Meanwhile, Draz is raiding from behind, doing his best. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. And that's why whenever I'm playing, I try to have all my military buildings rally point to the point of battle, because this small delay can be the whole difference in this game. This single courier not doing anything, this one not doing anything. He's put on the stand ground. This one is also put on stand ground. This is really bad. Ruzaki already is winning this battle. He just needs to focus and get these idle cavalries back in the fight. I can't believe Draz might actually win this battle. That was a lot of mistakes. The heavy cavalry were idle for a long time, and now Draz has the advantage. He has, and that's a lot of carabiniers. The only time I use carabiniers is to raid monarchs, but it doesn't look like Draz is doing that. So I guess he's just using these as regular units. The best part about these guys is they can attack while moving. So you can run and attack at the same time. And since Draz has the power of Versailles, now he can heal this army while playing. Right now Ruzaki must be kicking himself. How did I lose that? Ruzaki made a mistake in Enlightenment Age. He was late for aging. He could have aged in time, but instead he decided to get terracotta and delay the aging. I hope he doesn't do the same thing with Industrial. He has the knowledge for Industrial. He needs to click on it right now. Draz is still far away from aging. Yeah, he needs the civic, and then even after that he'll need a lot of knowledge. Ruzaki needs to click up on this. Why is he making food units? No, not a good idea. Once he ages, this is going to become a major city, and that is very difficult to take down. Ruzaki needs to stop making musketeers. Anyway, more raiding coming from this side. Rosaki has got 200 and yeah 200 more knowledge income than that. Oh my god. I don't think Drats has got the Drats does not have the scientific method upgrade. Ruzaki does. And look at that, what Ruzaki is doing. He is using the cannon to attack the army. That's a great idea. Ruzaki still have all of these stand ground. Oh, look at that. These are going to be sitting ducks if he doesn't remove them from stand ground. Yeah, finally he did. In such a case, it's a good idea to um, get the monarch, especially when Ruzaki knows that he has got Versailles and he has got the power of monarch. I think Ruzaki is selling. He bought a lot of food to get to age, industrial age. I mean, Ruzaki has so many resources. He could get this commerce 5 before he completes industrial age upgrade. No, of course he should get the industrial age upgrade first. Go click on this. Click on this. Finally, we are seeing the industrial age upgrade. While on this side, Rat still has a big army, but he is nowhere close to aging. He will have to wait for Ruzaki to age so that he gets the discount. So Upsir in the chat, who is I think who's also called Inter, and if I'm not wrong, he is also the AZ Lelouch. So he's saying that Ruzaki is just playing around. He knows that he's going to win. Well, I would like to say the same thing, but I'm not sure because Ruzaki has lost a lot of battles in this time. One right here, one right here. So I won't say that he's relaxed. He's relaxed. That he is under pressure, especially when he's fighting against somebody who has Versailles, and he's constantly retreating and going back. This is not good for army. He could easily click on commerce. He's got knowledge for it. That extra commerce is going to help him pump out more units. Oh man, look at that. Nice raids by Thrash. I will have to give it to him. I will have to give it to him. Thrash is doing all he can. I won't say there is anything where Thrash missed. I mean, of course, those weird raids around here, getting Colossus was good, but not getting Pyramid. I seriously not like that. But anyway, he is doing really good. This is what he did last time. If you guys remember, Drats raided Ruzaki right when Ruzaki aged to enlightenment. So instead of attacking Drats, Ruzaki was more concerned about saving himself in like behind this. And that's right, Ruzaki has bought oil so that he can upgrade these units. Oh my god, that's a big army from Drats. That is a big army from Drats. And he's also got cannons that are focus firing on these units. Prediction from Prolace, he says Ruzaki is going to win. Well, let's see. It does look like Ruzaki is going to win. He is leading in the score. He's got a better army and a more advanced army as well. That was a good idea by Thrash there. He's just an army of spies. What is he trying to do? Meanwhile, there are three explorers in there. This could be the last battle of this game. Yeah, this could be possibly the last battle. Can Ruzaki pull this off? There's still a lot of spies that have not been utilized yet. Oh, That's only two spies. Why would you use only two spies? Look at those explorers working. Doesn't it give you so much satisfaction when these explorers are sniping spies? It just feels so good to hear that part, that noise. Yeah, you feel like, oh, you're paying these scholars, is explorers for something, and they're finally doing that job. I can't believe Ruzaki lost that battle. He is coming back, and now Drats is going to age. Drats is going to be an industrial. Ruzaki can easily get this commerce. In fact, what Ruzaki should get now is the military level 6, because that would give him the last armor upgrade, the strategy upgrade. And he has the knowledge for that. He just needs to save up some metal and get that upgrade. Drats is upgrading the tanks, and does he have a, I would say he has a similar sized army. And Ruzaki needs to form a mini military base right here, some stables and barracks, so that he can send out units much faster. Oh my god, oh my god, are you guys seeing this? Are you guys seeing what happened here? Oh no no no. He was he almost suicided those artilleries. And looking at this, that has the healing, and his army is condensed in a single place. Ruzaki might lose this battle once again. Good thing Ruzaki is using coal here. Coal is one of my favorite. Holy shit, Ruzaki just said I got to go. Do you think Ruzaki would have lost this game? Well, I don't know. If Ruzaki could reach, if he could reach modern age, yeah, if he could reach modern age before Drats, he could. But military-wise, Drats had a better army, and he had the Versailles, so the healing benefit would have helped them. On this side, um, Ruzaki had, yeah, of course he gets all the upgrades for free from Egyptians. He did have the last of the, I don't know what is this research is called, but it makes you create units faster. He did have that upgrade. He did not have any of the construction of the wood upgrades that make his city stronger. While on this side, since Draz has the hanging garden, so I would expect him to have all of these upgrades. Look at that, he's got all of this. He's got all right here. And I guess, let's see, did he have a lumber mill? Yeah, he had all the lumber mill upgrades as well. So a drawn out battle, I don't know. I would say this game would have been in favor of Ruzaki if he had aged to modern, because Draz was behind in terms of knowledge. He had 150 less knowledge than, to say Draz played it really well. Despite being on the back foot for a considerable amount of time in the late game, he still managed to hold his own. Great army control by him and those raids. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon, probably tomorrow if I am back home early before after work. Then I'll be streaming with Prolace. And right before I close the stream, Prolace said that Ruzaki is doing his best to not to win the game. Yes, he is. Look at that. He has the best economy. He has everything better than Drats except metal, and he still loses more units than Drats. So it tells you that Ruzaki did a really nice boom, but where he lacked was his army control. And if he can improve that, I have no doubt that he's a great player, but he can become even better. Alright, see you guys later. Bye bye.